divisibility. That's the first day. So what we are going to do now is review the ones we've done already for those of you who cannot understand this. Now, divisibility is actually trying to find out a number that can actually divide any number without remainder, okay? Now, a number is divisible by another number if the quotient is a whole number with no remainder, okay? Remember, quotient is the answer. So how do you know that 6 can divide 42 without remainder? There are basic rules. They call it divisibility rules. So these are the numbers that you are using to divide: 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. So how can you tell that this number 3978 is divisible by 2? So the easiest part of it is this. Look at the last number, which is 8. If the last number is an even number, which is 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8, then you know it is divisible by 2. If it's not an even number, I mean the last number. If it's not an even number, then forget it. 2 cannot divide it. No matter how long the number is, as long as it has an even number at the back, it is divisible by 2. Now, you get it? How can you tell that a number is divisible by 3? They want you to add the whole number. This is 315. You add 3 plus 1 plus 5. It's going to give you 9. Is 9 divisible by 3? Yes. Like I told you, everything you're doing has to do with your multiplication number. If you know your multiplication, you don't have problem. Now, this is the 315. We added 3 plus 1 plus 5. It gave us answer 9. Can 3 divide 9? Yes. I am not telling you to add it up and divide it. The answer is not 9. What I'm trying to tell you, if you had to find out if a number can be divided by 3, is you just add the number up. If you add the number up and you see that it is in the multiplication frame of 3, then you know that it is divisible by 3. Now, when you added this up, it gave us 9. Yes, of course, 9 can be divided by 3. So we said, yes, oh my God, 315 is divisible by 3. If you divide 315, let's see, 315 divided by 3. 3 divided by 3 will give you 1. 3 divided by 1, 1 divided by 3 is 0, because 1 is smaller. You regroup it, put it here, it's going to give you 15. 15 divided by 3 is going to give you 5. So the answer is 105. Let's see if we are correct. 105 multiplied by 3. This will give us 15. You add, you regroup, put it up. This is 0 plus 1, 1, and 3. See? So 315 is divisible by 3. Let's check another one. Rules. Number 3 rule is if the last 2 digits form a number divisible by 4. How do you know a number is divisible by 4? You check if the last two, which is 12, 1 and 2, is 12 divisible by 4. Let's check. When you check the multiplication table of 4, do you see 12 there? Yes. So, since 12 is divisible by 4, which means the whole number 8,512 is also divisible by 4. Now, how do you know that a number is divisible by 5? If the last digit is 0 or 5. Look at the last digit. This is 5. If I write something like this, 9,875, yes, it's divisible by 5 because the last number is 5. If I write 110, yes, it's divisible by 5 because the last number is 0. Okay? You get it now? Don't get confused. Now, how can you tell that a number is divisible by 6? If the number is divisible by 2 and 3. Listen. You have 3,978. You check. 2 can divide this number, which means also 6 can divide it. You have 315. 3 can divide it, which means 6 can also divide. So any number that is divisible by 3 is also divisible by 6. Any number that is divisible by 2 is also divisible by 6. That's how you know it. Okay? It's easy. So what you're going to do is, if you check the last digit, if it is even number, you say, okay, 2 can divide it, which means 6 can also divide it. If it's not even number and you add them up and you check, can 3 divide the addition? Yes, it can. Then also 6 can do it. How can you tell a number is divisible by 9? If the sum of the digit is divisible by 9, which means it's the same thing, almost the same thing as 3. So you add 711. We're going to add it. 711. So you add 7 plus 1 plus 1, which is going to give us 9. Is 9 divisible by 9? Yes, of course. So which means this whole number 711 is also divisible by 9. Now the last one. How can you tell a number is divisible by 10? If the last digit is 0. No matter how long it is, as long as it's 0, then it's divisible by 10. Okay? So this is kind of a summary of it. If you have any question, you let me know. Now we pause a little bit for questions. We'll start with composite numbers. What is a composite number? Any number greater than 1 is divisible by the last 2 numbers, 1 and the number itself. Numbers that are divisible by more than 2 numbers are called composite number. I don't know if you are seeing what I'm reading. I'm sorry. Okay, let me say it again. You have prime number and you have composite number. Prime number is actually the easiest one because these are numbers. No other number can divide it but only itself and 1. It's just like you have number 2. No other number can divide 2, but 2 is 2 and 1. So 2 is a prime number. 2 is a prime number. 3 is a prime number. But 4 is not a prime number because 4 can be divided by 2. See? 4 can be divided by 2. So 4 is a composite number. 5 is a prime number. 6 is not a prime number because 3 can divide 6 and 2 can divide 6. So 6 is a composite number. 9 is a composite number because 3 can divide 9. 10 is a composite number because 5 and 2 can divide 10. So any number that is divisible by any other numbers is a composite number. Any number that is divisible by only itself and 1 is a prime number. You got it? Now look at 45. The last number is 5, which means 5 can divide it. Okay? 4 plus 5 is 9, which means 3 can also divide it. Now tell whether each number is prime number or composite number. 45. You can use your multiplication table if you like. You check if any other number can divide 45. Yes, see 45 here. Where is it? 45 here, 9 and 5, which means it is a composite number. Okay? Which number can divide 45? Which number is divisible by which numbers can divide 45? You have 1 can divide it, of course. 3 can divide it, 5, 9, 15, 45. The only thing you have to do, check your multiplication table and check which number can divide 45. 5 and 9 can do it. Then you check again. Do you think 3 can divide 45? Yes, it can, because when you add 4 and 9, 4 and 5 is going to give you 9. Remember, 3, if the sum of the digits is divisible by 3. When you add them, it's going to give you 9, which means it's divisible by 3. 5 multiplied by 9 is going to give you 45. What of 15? And what of 45? 45 divided by 1 is 45. 45 divided by 3 is going to give you 15. See? So it's almost like a factor. Divisibility is almost like a factor. Which numbers can divide them? 9 is 9 divisible, which is 9 a prime number or a composite number? 19, sorry. 19 itself is a prime number because no other number can divide it but itself and 1. Okay, now I gave you a list of all the composite number. You have them. I sent it to you. So do you have any question on how to find composite number and prime number? I gave you a list. I gave you a table like this. I sent it to you. Okay, we have to pause for this.